Thank you. Thanks everybody for being here this morning. Just want to say off the bat, if you need closed captioning, please utilize the feature inside Zoom with the CC button. Good morning. My name is Adam Pearl. I am President and CEO of ArtPride New Jersey. I'm really excited to be here at our calendar year wrap up. I am a white male in my mid 40s with short brown hair. Today I'm wearing a green quarter zip, and I'm in my office here at Art Pride New Jersey's headquarters in the city of Burlington with a smattering of art behind me. Um, I want to say for those that haven't been with us before, as always, we are recording, so we will be able to share this out with the entire membership. We'll post this on our Pride's YouTube page. So if you missed something, because there is a lot of information today, don't worry. You can always go back to that recording. You can always ask a member of our Pride staff as well. As we go along this for the next hour or a little bit less, please keep an eye both on the chat, and if you have questions, please put them in our Q&A space within Zoom. It's a great opportunity for us to give the feedback and the responses that are needed. And with that, we are going to get started. We're going to jump right here into the webinar. We have a packed agenda today. Uh, there we go. There's the agenda. So a lot going on. Some updates around advocacy as well as in our programs and services. A little bit look forward to what you can expect coming into 2026. We're gonna jump right into it with our first slide here. Wanted to share with everyone that Art Pride New Jersey, in particular myself and Vanessa, who you'll hear from in a little bit, and Tanisha Ford on our team will be at the New Jersey Conference on Tourism next week. Hope to see a few of you there as well. I know we always have a good arts representation. This year in particular, we're really excited. The conference has a kind of like a single um, stream of panels throughout the entire day. So the entire conference is going to be able to attend a panel called Art of Attraction that is being moderated by Barbara Bicker from the New Jersey Economic Development Authority. And Barbara is also a member of our Board of Trustees, with representatives from Count Basie Center for the Arts in Red Bank, from Grounds for Sculpture in Hamilton, from Wheaton Arts in Millville, and from the Somerset County Cultural and Heritage Commission. And they're going to be talking about how the arts and tourism intersect in their communities, lessons learned, opportunities gained from that, and we're really excited to share that with the tourism community. As we think statewide, I also wanted to take this moment before I pass the webinar baton on to one of my colleagues to share that I think most folks are aware that New Jersey elected a new governor last month. Very excited to welcome in Governor-elect Mikey Sherrill. Art Pride has been able to work with her in her role in Congress, and we're really excited to work with her in her role as governor, as well as with Lieutenant Governor Dale Caldwell, who will be our Secretary of State, of course, where the New Jersey State Council of the Arts resides. So very excited about that. We wanted to share that there are a number of folks in the arts and culture community that are participating in the governor-elect's transition infrastructure, myself included. I'm on one of the task force along with Art Pride New Jersey trustees Adam Phillipson from Count Basie and Mike Stotts from Paper Mill Playhouse, as well as former Art Pride New Jersey board member and former chair of the board, Allison Lorena from Mayo Performing Arts Center in Morristown. And also within that infrastructure are members of the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, both Jeremy Cronin and Evie Colbert. So you can rest assured that we will be working with the governor-elect and her team and have been from day one to ensure that the investment in arts and culture across the state not only continues, but continues to expand as we enter this new administration. So a little bit of information to share around advocacy and some of our public policy work. And with that, because there is more to share, I'm going to pass this over to Vince Hall, our Pride New Jersey's Director of Advocacy Operations. It's all yours, Vince.
Thank you. Good morning, everyone. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Vincent Hall. I'm the Director of Advocacy Operations for ArtPride New Jersey. I'm a Black man in his mid 30s with dark black hair and a beard. Today I'm wearing a check blue and green shirt. I'm in front of a beige wall. Jim, you can go to the next slide, please. So I just want to give folks a recap. Adam, Vanessa, and I were at the League of Municipalities conference in Atlantic City, and we had a very successful conference. We were able to share the booth with both Arts and New Jersey and South Jersey Cultural Alliance. We had a very well attended panel on arts and community engagement with over, I believe, 150 people, 100 or so people, which was, like I said, very well attended. And we have the slides that are up, as well as a recap video on our League of Municipality page, which I'll drop the link in a moment. And we also were able to uh, partner with Atlantic City Art Foundation to do a reception. So this is the setup for the our booth, which we also had local musicians from Atlantic City to play music for 2 days, which was really wonderful and really engaging for folks to be able to hear music while they were at the booth. And Jim, you can pop over to the next side. And then we also, like I said, we had a reception with Atlantic City Art Foundation for their pop-up show Arteriors. This was in a storefront, what used to be a church, and they renovated it and put 10 individual artists from Atlantic City in the space. And we were able to do a reception for 2 hours, which was really awesome for us to partner with Atlantic City Arts Foundation for the first time. We had about 50 people come in, and some from the convention, and also some from just people who were walking past and saw what we were doing. So this was a really good opportunity for us to do that. And just want to let folks know that we are going to plan to go to the Capitol Hill again in Washington, D.C. So we'll look to be planning that in the new year. So if you don't know, Art Pride staff, along with advocates, travel to the nation's capital to garner support for federal funding. We have meetings and we talk about support for the art, and we talk about the work that everyone does using public value data that Jim is going to share in a minute, and talk about how the arts are transformative. And like I said, our Pride staff will schedule meetings with the staffers or the elected officials. We provide an issue briefing, so we give you talking points. And then we also do a prep webinar. So we allow you to have some time to meet with the folks that you're going to be possibly working with. Also, like I said, go over the issue brief, and just make sure that you're confident in what you're saying and what we're going to be doing. So all of that really is to get you prepared for that. And we'll know more once the congressional calendar comes out for 2026 in the new year, and we'll decide the date and start creating the sign up form. So we'll know more in January, and be sure to let everybody know. And with that, I'm going to pass it off to my colleague Vanessa, who's going to talk about what's to come.
Hello, everyone. Vanessa here. I am a light-skinned mixed race woman with big, untamed, dark, curly, long hair. I am wearing a highlighter yellow hoodie with big print text that says therapy is dope, which couldn't be any more true than this year. I am sitting in front of a brightly lit window with some floral curtains behind me. And as Vince said, I'm not going to talk a whole lot, but I will give you a little bit of a brief overview of some things that we have planned for 2026. You can move to the next slide, Jim. Thank you. Vince and I think it was last month or the month before, we had a really awesome time providing an Advocacy 101 workshop for the Ocean County Chamber of Commerce. It was a really awesome time where, different groups got together, and Vince and I got to share some basics and foundations around how to advocate, the differences between advocacy and lobbying, and some talking to legislators and various other topics. It was such a great talk that, we have some hopes to do this more in 2026. So please stay tuned for some ways that you can be in touch and maybe bring a workshop like this to your organization, or if you have any gatherings of different organizations. planned for next year. That's something that we'll be doing a little bit more of. So you can always feel free to reach out to Vince and I if that's something you want to talk more about. But we'll probably have some ways that folks can request us for that in 2026. Another really exciting thing that we're working on is to host a advocacy appreciation event, which is just going to be a way for us to gather with all of our amazing advocates just to celebrate all of the phenomenal work that our advocates do to, keep all of our work for the sector strong. So it'll be, just a fun event, social. We'll have nibbles and drinks, talk through some advocacy related topics, and it'll also be a great opportunity to invite any friends and colleagues into our advocacy community. So that's something that we're looking to do early next year. So stay tuned for more information on that. We can and hope we can see most of y'all there. Um, the other thing that we'll be doing is just working on expanding different partnerships and collaborations with different cross-sector entities, government agencies, especially agencies like the NJEDA. We're always looking to, talk to more folks, bring more folks into the work that we do around integrating the arts in various different sectors. So that's also something you can always feel free to reach out to me and Vince around. If there's any introductions that you would like to make or any work that you would like to do around partnerships and collaborations, we'd love to work with you more on that next year. Advocacy content and resources. We're going to be trying some new things, maybe some video content, some educational content, advocacy how-tos, fun things like downloadables and new versions of toolkits. So we're excited to develop some of that next year. We're always looking for feedback on the kinds of content and resources that would be helpful to our community. So if you have any ideas, feel free to send them over. We're always just, looking to experiment on what's going to be helpful for y'all in terms of advocacy support. And then more experiments that we're looking to do is regarding our mayor's committee. So we're working to put together some educational opportunities for our mayor's committee and in general for municipal level leaders who are looking to do kind of hyper local arts work at the municipal level. So we'll be sharing more information about that. But in the meantime, always, feel free to talk to your mayors about the fact that we have a mayor's committee. We're still looking to, just expand that audience and make sure that more mayors know about the work that we're doing in trying to make more arts programming happen at the municipal level. So feel free to talk to your mayor, introduce us, so we can continue that conversation and grow our mayor's committee. Then you can move on to the next slide. Really wonderful. There might be something else if you click. I think there was something else that I added to the slide, Jim, if you want to click. Oh, sorry. Nope, that didn't work. We want to just make a shout out to the NJEDA. The ART award announcements have officially been made as of this past week. The NJEDA has formally approved $15 million to 39 organizations all over New Jersey. Those organizations are listed. We'll be reaching out to many of these organizations and just trying to, learn more about some of these amazing programs that have been proposed that will be executed in 2026. We can't wait to shout from the rooftops about the amazing work that is going to be happening. And we really just want to give a big, big thanks to the New Jersey Economic Development Authority, to Ty Cooper, and especially Barbara Bickert, one of our own, who has worked so hard to expand this program to make it something that really works for nonprofit arts organizations and makes it possible for some really phenomenal work to be done that really leverages this governmental funding in a way that we hope will help to continue to see more government funding be used in this way in different agencies in the future. So thank you so much, NJEDA, Barbara Bickert, Ty Cooper. Yeah, and more to be shared on that in the coming weeks and months. And then I'll pass it off to Jim.
Hi, good afternoon, everyone. For those who don't know me, my name is Jim Atkinson. I am the Director of Programs and Services here at ArtPride. Today I'm wearing a charcoal gray button-up shirt. I have black hair and black rimmed glasses, and I am in front of a red wall with snowy scene painting behind me. So excited to bring some information to you today about some data that we published in October under Jersey Arts Impact, which is our new public value brand. And this data brings together information that we got from the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, from the US Census, from the AEP6 study, and we update this data every few years. So you can see here it's primarily structured around three main topics, which is the attendance of the arts across the state, the economic impact our industry has, and the number of jobs that are supported by the arts industry. And this data, along with additional data that breaks down even further around how much tax revenue is generated at the local, federal, state level, things of that sort, are not only here at the statewide level, but also broken down by each county. And you can see this data at artpridenj.org/public value. We're also going to be in the new year supplementing this with some additional video content and some infographics that are currently in production with the staff. When we kind of unpacked that data and we analyzed it, we looked at what these numbers look like pre-pandemic in FY 2019. We looked at what they look like in the early days of reopening in FY 22, and then what that data looked like in FY 24, which is the most up-to-date data that is currently available. And you can see, not surprisingly, there was a really big drop in attendance from 8.3 million down to just under 5.6 million. That was obviously to be expected. The good news is that those audience numbers are on the increase. We haven't seen a 17% increase between FY 22 and 24. However, that is still over 20% down from where we were pre-pandemic levels, which is telling us that while audiences have certainly returned and are continuing to return, we are not yet at our pre-pandemic levels. Interestingly, when you look at the economic impact, that drop wasn't nearly as significant, and the rebound has been far greater. So this is what you're seeing here is you're seeing the impact of inflation, right? You're seeing how everything costs more, so the economic impact goes much, much further. And that's 692 million. I mean, to my knowledge, that if that's not the all-time high, it is certainly the highest number it's been in the past 10 years. Another factor we want to look at are the number of jobs that are created through the industry. So again, pre-pandemic, we were just under 22,000. Again, the impact of the pandemic decimated that down to just over 9,500. And again, while we're seeing an increase to just under 13,000, we are not yet anywhere near those pre-pandemic levels. So this paints a picture to let us know where we are as an entire arts industry as far as where we are in that recovery. Another interesting piece of data that we unpacked was the funding, the State Arts Council funding, whether it's direct grantee or re-grantee. So this is the $30,545,400 funding level from FY24. And what we did here is we put a comparison of the percentage of funding that went to each region of the state, as well as the percentage of the population that resides there. And what you can see is it is incredibly even and incredibly well distributed across the state. And there's some interesting myth busting to be done here too. So you have organizations in South Jersey that tend to think they're underfunded when in reality they're funded right to their population and slightly above the 25% mandate. When you look at the population of the states, central New Jersey and southern New Jersey are more closely aligned than they are with northern New Jersey, which again is a little bit of myth busting there. So there's a lot you can look at and unpack here, but mostly we wanted to call out how well distributed the funds really are across the state. In the summer of 2024, we launched the new jerseyarts.com and the updated Discover Jersey Arts brand, along with our new branding campaign, You Gotta Be Here. So jerseyarts.com is the hero of this. If you are a grantee of the State Arts Council and you're required to use the branding, the Discover Jersey Arts branding, and or run any of the playbill ads, please make sure you're running this new version of the brand and not the old logo, because it's obviously creates a little bit of confusion out there if you're not using the correct branding. So please double check that. The brand, the logo, the graphics, the playbill ads are all available to be downloaded at artpridenj.org. So as I mentioned, with the branding, we launched the newer version of jerseyarts.com. So this version of the website leans more into the storytelling that we do through our feature articles, our podcast episodes, and our video packages. We do publish a new feature article once a week. 2 episodes of the Jersey Arts podcast come out each month. And Jersey Arts TV, which is our YouTube channel, we do 1 video package there each month. And these are previews typically. So we're always looking to find the story behind the performances to make it more engaging and add some value to audiences. And that's what we're really leaning into. Certainly, although it is not traditionally an event engine the way the legacy site had been, we do still feature events. Throughout the year, we do seasonal messaging campaigns. Right now, we are promoting the winter holidays and things that are going on around Christmas and Hanukkah and New Year's Eve, all over the state of New Jersey. We're able to make sure that we are featuring a wide variety of organizations, be large, mid-size, and small, both a combination of paid and free events across the state. We make sure that we are covering a diversity of genre. We make sure that there's cultural diversity represented in the events that we feature. And we make sure that we are featuring events from throughout the state. And the only way we're able to confirm that we can do that is they are curated to match that. And that's why these events are curated. However, we feature large numbers of events, and I'll talk to you in a minute about how you can make sure your events at your organization are featured there. We do also still offer e-savers. So these are the discounted events that you can make available to the public. These are not curated. You can just log in, create an event discount, and it appears on the site right away. E-saver events, while they're not guaranteed to be in the featured messaging, they usually are, and they also have their own dedicated section of the website as well. And you can see here they're called out by a little purple banner that shows the percentage discount. So that's how e-savers works. Every organization in the Jersey Arts Marketers Network has their own landing page in our directory. So no matter how you engage with us, that's something that every organization in JAM has, which are, I believe, over 360 right now. The criteria for being in that network is you can either be a member organization of ArtPride, a direct grantee of the New Jersey State Council on the Arts, or a member of the New Jersey Theater Alliance. Any one of those criteria gives you access to the Jersey Arts Marketers Network, from which we do all of this Discover Jersey Arts audience development work. Now, how you manage your content, you do that through the My ArtPride member portal at members.artpridenj.org, or in the upper right-hand corner if you're just on ArtPride's main website. This is where you can log in. Here's where you can submit your e-savers. Here's where you can let us know about events that you're doing that match our seasonal messaging. Here's where you can update your organizational profile, which is your directory landing page. Here's where you can pitch us a story. This is where you can also keep your contacts updated, which I can't stress enough is so important, because as we're communicating with you all out in the field, the way we know who we're sending messaging to is how the organizations are updated here in the portal. So if you haven't logged in, or you haven't logged in a minute, I suggest that you kind of take a look at that portal, make sure your information is correct, and make sure we know what you're doing so that we can help promote you. So Discover Jersey Arts has been around for a minute. In fact, this year we are celebrating our 25th anniversary with this program, and we put together this little video to help celebrate.
We are celebrating 25 years of Discover Jersey Arts. And who doesn't like to celebrate by waxing nostalgic? It's important to look back on where you've come from. Picture it. It was the late 1990s, and the New Jersey State Council on the Arts recognized the need for the state's arts community to develop its own brand identity, separate from its neighboring cities of New York and Philadelphia. But before the brand could officially launch, they needed a campaign. That's when a series of television, print, and radio ads were produced featuring native New Jerseyans. You may recognize a few.
Oh, for a muse of fire that would ascend the brightest heaven of invention. A kingdom for a stage, princes to act, and monarchs to behold the swelling scene. Expect the unexpected. Discover Jersey Arts.
Yes, that was Meryl Streep in a Discover Jersey Arts TV spot. Print ads included the talented Avery Brooks, Bebe Neuwirth, and Frank Sinatra Jr., along with father and son jazz legends Bucky and John Pizzarelli. There may have even been another special TV spot with the one and only Susan Sarandon.
Expect the unexpected. Discover Jersey Arts.
All of these big names stood up for Jersey Arts, and it all came together in June of 2000 when Governor Whitman announced the campaign. But in the lead up to the summer launch, the council recognized that the program needed a partner with a shared vision to execute the project. And that's when ArtPride New Jersey came on board. In the 25 years that followed, Discover Jersey Arts exploded in growth. There were media roundtables, the Jersey Arts Weekends, the Jersey Arts People's Choice Awards, Jersey Arts Diner Theater, the Click exhibit, and so much more. But when the COVID-19 pandemic hit in the spring of 2020, Discover Jersey Arts pivoted to promoting virtual events and promoting the need to keep Jersey Arts alive. The goal was to help the field prepare for the challenges it would face when venues reopened.
We're open and ready to welcome you back safely. Come experience the moments you've been waiting for. Find yours at jerseyarts.com.
This brings us to last summer, where a new logo design was released to accompany the latest version of jerseyarts.com. The new site heavily features storytelling through articles, episodes of the Jersey Arts podcast, and video packages for its Jersey Arts TV YouTube channel. And most recently, celebrating 25 years of success, Governor Phil Murphy issued a proclamation that October is Discover Jersey Arts Month. Today, there is still a strong partnership between ArtPride New Jersey and the New Jersey State Council on the Arts. And the mission of the program remains the same: to increase the awareness of and participation in the arts in New Jersey. Discover Jersey Arts is ever evolving. It's only fair to expect the unexpected.
Wait till you see this show.
I cannot wait.
We're here already? We just left the house.
Hey, I got the tickets.
Excellent.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Wait. I have to post this.
So much better live, right? What'd I tell you?
There's so much to see. So close to home. You just gotta be here. Discover Jersey Arts at jerseyarts.com.
So while certainly that can't encompass everything that happened in 25 years, it definitely shows what a long, strange trip it's been. And I can say, I remember being on that Meryl Streep shoot day and how hard it was to get that darn bird to fly across that stage. It must have taken over an hour to get that. But it was good fun. And we're continuing to evolve and we're continuing to change. And as always, we're here to make sure the arts community in New Jersey is promoted as widely as possible. Also want to bring up our Audience Insights Manager program. So this is a collective patron database. Participating organizations subscribe and then upload their patron data to a secure website, a tool called Data Center that is managed by our partners at TRG Arts. And then you're able to access additional data on your patrons you wouldn't necessarily know. So that main database, which has just under 2 million households in it, is bounced off something called Axiom, and that is a very large database that tracks activities across all public available data. So things like credit card records, voter registrations, things of that sort. So you're able to get back a vast amount of demographic and psychographic data on your patrons that you would not otherwise have any access to. And you can use that to market your programs more effectively, to identify potential donors in your own database, to grow your audience by using data not only with the other organizations in New Jersey that participate in this, but similar programs are done through the same data package in New York and Philadelphia. So you're able to cross-share data across those markets as well. This is also a great way to provide real and accurate audience demographics to your funders, to develop programming that best serves your patrons over who they actually are versus who you may think they are. It also creates a secure offline disaster recovery system of your database, and it contributes aggregate data to our census work that we do. And that helps support both our local, statewide, and national research and advocacy efforts. So we do a lot with this data throughout the year. Again, the deadline to subscribe for 2026 is on January 23rd. You can get more information on AIM at artpridej.org/AIM, or you can email me directly, and I'll drop my email in the chat. So with that, I'm going to hand it off back to Adam, and thanks for listening.
Thanks, Jim. We just have a couple more things here to share, and I'm just gonna just say to my colleagues here on the webinar. First off, thanks for being here. But second off, I also got the dreaded Zoom. Your internet connection is unstable. So if I freeze, please jump in and save me here. Three just reminders here at the end of the year. One, that membership dues are coming up soon. That's organizational membership dues. So those will be released in mid-January. Please keep an eye out for them. We release those each January. They're due as soon as possible, but no later than June 30th. And those are for this fiscal year, ArtPride's fiscal year, which stretches from this past July till next June. Also to say, like many folks around the state, we are doing our end of the fiscal year, end of the calendar year, giving push. So we're asking folks to support ArtPride New Jersey in any way they can with gifts, big and small. We are doing a special gift for the first donors who give $200 or more. There's a handcrafted pottery crock by artist Phyllis Seidner of Wheaton Arts. It's a very nice piece, and hopefully you might consider donating and support ArtPride New Jersey for all we do. Another way to get involved in the new year is we are continuing to grow our congressional district action teams. These teams have been in play for about a year now. They are groups of highly engaged advocates who are focused on their congressional district and their congressional representation. We meet in short Zoom meetings once a month, and when necessary, those congressional district action teams spring into, as you guessed, action. We're always looking to grow those teams. There are definitely districts where we could use certainly some more advocate power. So please, if you're interested, reach out to myself or contact Vince and Vanessa, and we'll put out this request as well. But if you're interested in getting involved right away, please let us know. It's going to be a big year for the congressional delegation with midterms coming up in just under 11 months. And with that, I think we are going to say thank you and happy holidays. Wishing everyone, both those that were able to join us today, the entire ArtPride membership, the entire arts and culture community, and anyone who might be watching this video, just the happiest, healthiest, peaceful, and joyful holiday season. Thank you for all you do as members of not only ArtPride New Jersey, but as members of our community statewide. So we appreciate you. We are thankful for you, and wish you the best in the coming calendar year. Thanks for being with us. Take care.